Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Pajama Gramma. I'm sure you know me by in my robe and my fancy hairdos. Today, secret number 14. It's kind of a biggie. Yesterday we started scripting everything out. We're going to continue with that same process today. And I think after we script it all out, we'll go ahead. We're doing it slide by slide, but we'll actually create the slides after we go through this process. We'll spend maybe a few days or a week, depending on how we all want to do it. We'll decide. We'll have a discussion in our mastermind and decide exactly how I'm going to break that out in the group and how we're going to do it. But I want to script out the next section of the slides. And we're going to go from slide, I believe it's slide 10 to slide 26. Yep, 10 to 26 in this section. This is secret number 14. It's all about breaking and rebuilding belief patterns. This is the teaching section of the presentation that you're doing, the webinar, the web class, the article, whatever you're doing. I like to think of it as writing a big article right now, since we're actually scripting out and writing the whole thing down. And this is cool because we can use it for so many different things. The process to break and rebuild belief patterns is diagrammed out on page 166. So I'm going to invite you to take a look at that. And it's basically another one of these awesome stick diagrams, which is backwards here, but it maps out the process. You can look at the whole process, get the big picture view, which is, you state the secret. Then you share your Epiphany Bridge story, because we're going to have a short Epiphany Bridge story, just like we had our main origin story, to help people break the main false belief for each of the secrets. This first secret, secret number 1, is the vehicle or new opportunity related secret. We're going to walk through the whole process of that, and then you simply repeat the same process for secrets 2 and 3, the internal false belief and the external false belief. We'll use the same process for all 3. So if you understand and learn the process once, then you just repeat the process 2 more times. So we're transitioning from the introduction and rapport building section of the presentation to the actual content part of the presentation, or part of the web class, or whatever you want to call it. The critical thing to remember here, and it's our natural tendency as experts, is we cannot teach. We cannot go into teacher mode and want to train and teach a lot of stuff on that. I was just coaching a gentleman last week on his webinar. He's trying to do the beliefs and the false beliefs, but he's in massive teacher mode. So although he came up with some secrets, the secrets are all just sections of what he teaches and wants to teach people and coach people on. And he's getting no results from that. And that's because he's training and teaching people on what he knows they need instead of giving them what they want. And what they want and what they need, they don't even know. They know what they want, but they don't know what they need. So we're sharing what they want with them, and then in our actual product, our class, we will give them everything that they need to get the transformation that they want and to be successful. But if we can't get them to take advantage of our offer so that we can give them what they need, because we're not presenting it in terms of what they want, they will never, ever even see our offer or consider it. I'm going to take a drink of coffee. I've got a really tickly throat today. Again, I say I have no allergies, but I could have allergies. I just like to say I don't. So how do you do this without being in teacher mode? We present our content, and we're really doing people an amazing service, because we're offering them, instead of just teaching them some stuff that they never go out and apply, we are changing their false beliefs. We are opening up the possibility for them to think differently, to take advantage of our new opportunity, and then we will offer them our new opportunity and actually teach them everything they need and show them everything they need. But we got to get through the false beliefs and the objections and the reasons for not taking action that they've had in the past, so that we have the opportunity to help them move forward in the future. We do this again by breaking false beliefs. So slide 10 and script 10, you can follow along in the book. I'm going to recommend, I'll do a worksheet too, like I did yesterday, or an action sheet. But I want you to follow along. I want you to read in the book and follow along with Russell's examples. And he gives his examples, and the actual words he uses Write yours out. Do your same thing. Write it out for each one of these slides, for each part of the presentation. Again, because then you're not only practicing thinking through what you want to say, making sure it's consistent and congruent, and it hits the high points of what's important, but you're also creating something that you can use in other formats down the road. So the first thing you're going to do is just state the secret. Simple, easy, and his is how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competition for under $100. Just state the secret. Say it out. That's all you do. Then the next step is to share your Epiphany Bridge story. Now, this is going to be a much shorter, condensed version of an Epiphany Bridge story than your big origin, big domino breaking story. So and we did this, I think, in secret number 9. We made the inventory list of the secrets, the epiphanies, or the stories that they're telling themselves, the experience they probably had, and then our Epiphany Bridge story. So go call upon those things, or think of a new one that seems more appropriate, that really illustrates the aha that they need to have to overcome the belief that you're addressing to further knock down that big domino. So you're just going to share your Epiphany Bridge story. And that's, of course, going to be related in secret number 1 to the new opportunity, the biggest false belief they have about your new opportunity. Then after you share how you had an epiphany, hopefully they've had their epiphany too, but there still might be a little doubt there. So you want to, as the next step, show other people's results, because they're looking at you now as the expert, because in the beginning of the presentation, you've set yourself up as the expert, the guru on the mountain. And so they need stories of people that you've helped to overcome this false belief too, that are just like them, that are more like them than you are. Even though in your origin story you presented to them that you were like them and you've made this transition, they already see you as the expert who's made this transition. So they need to see some stories or testimonials of people that are just like them that have gotten over this false belief about the new vehicle. After that, we are going to remember we did that brainstorm list of all of the possible false beliefs they could have related to the vehicle. We're going to knock out that list by bringing up other little short 30 to 60 second Epiphany Bridge stories that help to kill those false beliefs. And Jason Flatian, I love this. He taught Russell inadvertently, but through a webinar, because he is absolutely the master of webinars. He, I think, has made more money on webinars than Russell even has. Even with Russell's recent funnel hacking live coup, I think that Jason probably still has the record. And I could be wrong. Sorry, Jason. Sorry, Russell, if I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter. But what he says, and the phrase that he uses is that his pure gold is, you're probably thinking blank, insert the false belief that they're thinking, right, question mark, and then you pause. You're probably thinking that this is too expensive, right? You're probably thinking that you can't afford it, right? You're probably thinking that this won't work for you because you're too old, right? You're probably thinking this is too good to be true, right? And then you answer those with epiphany stories. Boom, knock them out. Then we go into, and all we do is we simply restate the new belief as an undeniable truth. So we just take what was presented as a secret and we restate it like it is absolutely positively true and no one could argue with it. And basically we say, so now I've shown you how you can ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks for under $100. Isn't that awesome? So again, go through one by one and write this out for you, what you would say. Then that's it. That's all there is to presenting and breaking the false belief. And then we do it for the main one with the story. Then we show people who have had success. Then we do it for all the other ones, and then we restate the secret. So we state the secret, Epiphany Bridge story, testimonial, other false beliefs with little Epiphany Bridge stories, restate the secret as an undeniable fact. Boom, that's it. We do those things, and then we repeat. We repeat those 5 steps over and over again for all 3 secrets. That is all there is to it. Then after we've done that, we switch to number 25, slide 25 he calls this, and that's where we transition to selling. And this, for me and for most people, is one of the most valuable, helpful strategies that we learn in all of Expert Secrets. Because I don't know about you, raise your hand if you hate selling, if you don't feel like you're a salesperson, if you feel like it's uncomfortable for you to sell. I've had a gazillion businesses, not a gazillion, but dozens, and I don't know why it's ingrained in all of us, probably because everybody's had at least one bad sales experience or experienced an interaction with a salesperson that left you feeling yuck, at least once in our life. And then it's just reinforced. It's kind of like the stuff that people say about lawyers or whatever, the judgments and ideas that we've framed by our own experience, or we haven't even had experience with it, but other people have told us about it and we've adopted their experiences as if it's true. I think that a lot of us have that icky feeling about sales. This helps us, these couple tips help us to totally alleviate that. And what we do is first we take a pause and we just restate the things that we've showed them, the things that they've learned. Let me get my magnifying glass out so I can do a good job of this. And so let me ask you a question. And then after we ask the question, so let me ask you a question. If you follow what I've showed you in secret number 1 and found da-da-da-da-da, and you did what I showed you in secret number 2 to da-da-da-da-da, whatever it is for you, and then you used what I showed you in secret number 3 from this, and da-da-da-da-da, whatever that is for you, do you think you could be successful? That is a really powerful question. When you break it down like this so that they can connect the dots and you actually connect the dots for them, and as I'm thinking about my webinars, I've got to go back and verify that I'm actually doing a good job of this particular thing, because I don't think I am. I think I jump right into, let me ask you a question, and then I don't actually do a recap and connect all the dots. And I think that might be a really critical piece of what I have been missing in my personal webinar. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually do a webinar and try that today and make sure that I'm doing that, because I think that that's important. So it's let me ask you a question and then summarize what you've done and ask them, so do you think that you could be successful? So do you think that you could be successful? That is super powerful. And then after he says, let me ask you a question, he asks a few other questions like, how many of you are excited about what we just talked about? How many of you are feeling a little overwhelmed because we've covered so much? And that's how he transitions into his next question was, then he asks for permission. He asked for permission to share with them the cool offer that he's created. Because once you connect the dots for them, then you ask them a question about, are you excited about this? Can you see how this might work for you? Are you feeling a little overwhelmed? Well, if I created this cool offer, would you like to see about it? Is it okay with you if I spend 10 minutes going over a very special offer I created to help you implement blank, whatever the thing is that you're helping them implement? And for him, I believe it was, let me read his. All right, it's told, oh no, that's if they don't respond, which doesn't happen very often with Russell. But the whole point is to get people's permission to sell to them. And here's the powerful thing about that and the real secret about it. It's not about you selling to people. It's about your insecurity and belief about selling to people. And if you feel nervous and insecure and awkward about selling to people, that comes through in the way you're presenting it. And by asking this question and getting people's permission to say, yeah, I want to know about that. You showed me this cool stuff. Don't leave me hanging. I want to know. And when people are saying, yeah, please tell me, that clicks something in you to make you know that, oh my gosh, I have to help these people. I have to show them what I've created for them, versus the, oh my God, I got to try to get them to buy something. Totally different feeling in you. They still want to know about it. You've still left them hanging and they want to know. It's just a matter of how you react and how you respond and how you go forward and present the information. So go ahead, write out this part of the script, because tomorrow we are going to transition to closing, and we're going to write out that part of the script as well. And I believe I've actually done the stack, and we're going to do the stack over 3 days. And I don't know that we need 3 full days to do that, It never takes me that long to create my stack slides. A little bit, but not really, because once I create them for the first part, it goes really, really fast. And it could be just because I've done a lot of them. But I'm going to break it down to 3 different days and 3 different lessons so that we can get these done and knocked out. And we'll write the script for it first, and then we'll decide if we want to go ahead and start doing the slides yet, or if we want to wait till we're done with the trial close section of the book before we actually start building out our slides. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will be glad to help you. And anything that you would like explained better or you have questions on, after we do 3 days of the stack, we'll have another question. No, we've got trial closes for 2 days, and then we'll do the review and question and answer number 6. So that's just a little look forward of what we're going to be doing over the next few days. If you need help, let me know. If you're stuck on something, let me know. I am here to facilitate and get you moving through this so that you can get out there and share your expertise with the world, because the world needs to know what you can help them with. So many of us need help with things. All right, talk tomorrow. Bye.